George here. I wanted to produce this little video to let you know of what's going on with Under the Fig Tree and GTI and the tours that we have planned for the first half of this year. Our Heart of God trip has been postponed. We'll see when the situation settles down such that routines are established and we're able to do our that very special trip. Was the Heart of God trip, probably one of my most favorite trips to lead. But then we have a trip scheduled in May, a pastor's trip, and then we also have a trip scheduled at the end of June going into July. Currently, the June-July trip, we're still committed to going on that trip. And as we are still committed to going on the May trip. And really, the news is changing daily, if not hourly, in terms of different travel restrictions, different restrictions in the size of groups that we can meet with various individuals. For us here in West Michigan, all restaurants are closed as of 3 o'clock this afternoon. So the situation is quite fluid. And all of this is in hopes of dampening that curve, of reducing that tsunami wave of the virus as it makes its way through our communities. And so we want to respect that. And we are praying that our government and our medical officials perhaps are going extra steps so that the virus will be surprisingly short and its impact diminished. So we just don't know what's going to happen by the end of this week, let alone a month from now. And so I would encourage you to continue to be in prayer for us and also obviously for the situation. A lot of the decisions are made for us. You just need to know that Under the Fig Tree and GTI Tours, we have been partners together. In fact, we couldn't do what we do at Under the Fig Tree. The kind of tours we take, the experiential learning, the hands-on experiences that you get can only be done in partnership with GTI Tours after years and years of working together and with the folks that we've established relationships on the ground. It's important that you know that because GTI is a partner. And I know they're a business, but they are very much a ministry, and they are dear friends and supporters of Under the Fig Tree. So as the situation evolves, and you may have questions about whether the tour will go or whether it's safe for us to go, I can answer. Questions about logistics, if you need a refund and what are the implications and things involved with that, that's a GTI question, and they'll be more than happy to help you through that. We're looking forward to this crisis resolving. I was one of my favorite authors, and I've really just started reading him again in the last several weeks, is Max Lucado. I'm sure so many of you are familiar with him. He wrote one of his little books is called Simply Turn, and it's a book about prayer. And in there, he gives us this quote, and I really have come to appreciate it. It's a quote from Stu Weber in a book that he wrote, Spiritual Warriors. Weber writes these words: "We must envision ourselves on a rather vicious cosmic battlefield. Our lives are not about ourselves. This life, this 70 that we live here on earth, is not about our desires, not about our dreams, or our own personal fulfillment, or even about our own happiness. Our lives are part of a much larger reality. Victory over darkness, both in and around us. Your life is about nothing less than the glory of God." My prayer is that you and I, our friends at GTI, in fact, our church families, our brothers and sisters in the Lord, would live our lives in such a way that God would receive all the glory. I'm content to rest in Him and His wisdom and by His grace. I hope this word has been helpful. May God bless you, and I look forward to walking with you very soon.